Hayley and the Crushers album, Cool Lame, was released in September 2018 on Eccentric Pop Records on LP. Now there's a rumor about this LP that if you stamp on it as hard as you can, it will release a...
Hayley and the Crushers' time is here! You're probably asking yourself, right now, after listening to what I just said, why is this very good and very funny fella saying Hayley and the Crushers' time is here? I'll flippin' tell you. Now, it's because this is the LP by Hayley and the Crushers. Let's take a flippin' look at it! Let's take a quick look at the front. Oh, look at the front here. The name of the band, obvious to the human eye, Hayley and the Crushers. See, there's Hayley, and these two people, I'm assuming, are flippin' Crushers. It's bloody funny, and down here, the name of the album, you might spot it down here, in the corner. Cool Lame. Am I laughing at the name or laughing at the funny position of the album title? I just don't know. Now this is the obverse of the sleeve, but let's take a look at the reverse to see if it's equally as interesting. So here we are again. Cool Lame. The name of the album, but also depicting the sides. Apparently, side A is called the cool side, and the second side is called the lame side. I don't know if that's simply titles or some kind of descriptor. We'll find out shortly. So on side cool, we have 5 tracks. Ooh, lovely. And on side lame, 6 tracks. That's even more than the 5 tracks that are on the other side. So digging a bit deeper, looking a bit further onto the back here, we can see again the lady from the band and the other 2 people from the band. Down here, Eccentric Pop Records, there we go. And down here, the credits of the band, who wrote the songs, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And here they are, holding up photographs of themselves. It's flipping mad. Let's have a look inside to see if it holds any surprises, to see if the adventure into the card can provide us with any clues into the disfigurement of our own horrific futures. Oh, this is telling. Oh, it's a picture. And also we have no insert this time. No insert, because all the information, the credits, the names, is all just on the back here. So here we have a regular white paper sleeve, but it's one of those ones that's a bit sturdy, so you don't quite get all the dust that you would with your regular flimsy ones. More of a dust-free inner sleeve. Oh, what a colour! What a delicious colour, as you spell it in America. Colour. And of course over here in the UK, where we invented the word, it's colour with a U. Americans. So again, lame side and the track listings, and the other side, cool side and the track listings of what's on the flipping record. So if you need to see what the song names are, you can just refer here on the label and refer here on this label. So you don't need to look at the back of the flipping sleeve, the outer sleeve, every time you want to know what the songs are. So let's have a little listen now to see if the first side is a cool side, and to see if the second side is a lame side by using our ears, our momentum, our judgment and our own inner precautions. Let's take a listen with our ears. Let's take a little listen to see if it's all that's cracked up to be. I'm going to put this to my ear and have a little listen to detect its audio syntheticness. Okay, let's give it a little try to see if it's good. Let's see how it is. I must admit, I'm not surprised, because very strangely, it sounds exactly like what you'd imagine these people would sound like. Isn't that intriguing? And also, I'm going to turn this over to check out the other side to see what that sounds like. Was it cool or lame? Yeah, it was cool. I'll give it a cool rating. So that side was just as I'd imagine, okay? Yes, it equalled itself. It equalled itself. It equalled itself. I'm going to give it a little bit of a spin here. Oh, that's an easy spin. Holding it betwixt my fingers, betwixt my fingers, betwixt my fingers, and giving it a bit of a spin. It spins ever so easily. So I'm going to give that a swivel ease of, or rather a rating for swivel difficulty, 1 out of 5. It's a very easy swivel. Anyway, so to listen to the lame side, I'm going to see if it's lame or if it's flipping great or cool. It's a joke! The joke's on me for believing that the lame word was a descriptor. It's not lame at all, it's consistent with the thirst side of the flippin' LP record album. So using my judgment, using the fairies that fly across the sky, using badges and buttons and pot-tips and drods, using all these different tools at my discretion, I'm going to judge this now for you. I judge it as worthy for your ears, and I also judge it as a good pickup for Eccentric Pop Records. A very good choice for them to pick it up and to give them a go. Thank you very much, Eccentric Pop, and thank you very much to me for giving it a listen, because I've enjoyed it, and I enjoy also thanking myself. Because much in this world is thankless. Much in this world brings a tear to my eye, not just tears of joy, but tears of despair in this thankless world. So I found that thanking myself helps to even it up a little bit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you consider me relevant? I hope so. Stand by for a very good interview.
So tell me a little bit about the artwork for the cover of the record.
So as you can see, we went for a very 80s look. You'd be surprised to know we went to the dollar store and just bought a bunch of tinfoil, and Dr. Kane came and crinkled it all up and put it all up on the wall in one of our spare bedrooms here in San Luis Obispo, California. It's scenic San Luis Obispo, California. And so yeah, that was basically it. It was just dollar store tinfoil right here. And I'm kind of proud that we have 9 pictures of ourselves on this album. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And obviously, like, cool, lame. The concept behind that is all about how in this modern age, everything is quantifiable by if you like it or dislike it, if you double tap it, if you give it a thumbs up on YouTube, which people should give you a thumbs up on YouTube. And how lame that is. And it kind of reminded me of like the old Hot or Not days And so we thought we would do some really embarrassing photos of each of us. So Gabriel, our drummer, is dressed in this awesome like leopard cat suit that we found for like $5. I'm wearing my cheerleading outfit, which I actually do wear at shows. And Dr. Kane is looking like a total goober with his soccer ball. Fun fact, he plays soccer. So yeah, the idea for the album was to kind of go like the Huey Lewis the News route, like hip to be square, and play with that concept.
We recorded the album Cool Lame in Oakland, California with Bart Thurber at House of Faith Studios. When Hayley was researching where to record, I was really not interested in traveling. Oakland's about 3.5 hours from here. I didn't really want to travel to record, just because it just adds to the cost. Travel, place to stay, recording, the whole thing. And then she started showing me the bands that Bart had recorded, one of those records being one of my all-time favorite albums, Neurosis, Souls at Zero. So I said, sign us up, let's go. That sounds great. So I changed my story pretty quickly once I found out how many legendary Bay Area and surrounding area punk bands he'd recorded. So yeah, we went up to Oakland.
Tell us about the kick drum situation.
We went up to Oakland to record, loaded in all our gear, and our drummer forgot his beater, his kick pedal. We made a few phone calls to some people that we know in the area. They weren't around or unavailable or not answering. So we scrounged around his recording studio and found his 6-year-old son's little kid-sized, baby-sized drum kit, and had a little tiny kick pedal made for a little kid, and we recorded the entire record with a little kid kick pedal on the drums. It was pretty funny. Gabe had to fix it a couple of times because it kept coming apart because it's just a little kid thing. But
So tell me what your favorite song on the record is and why.
Well, my favorite personal song on the record is Small Lives, because although we are very much like California fun and sun, and we're funny and colorful, like I think it shows more of a depth to our songwriting, my songwriting. And also I really love Cool Lame, and I love Blue and Green. And I think if you took just those two songs and you just put them side by side, that's our band. We're fun, we're like a demonic go-go's, we're also really punk and unpredictable, and like our live persona and our live stage show is really like in your face and kind of aggressive. So I think those two together like perfectly encapsulate our, like Joan Jett on a surfboard, those two together. But I also really love Parking Structure Girl because it's really confusing for people, and it's a really weird song that I wrote about a local parking structure attendant who seemed like she really hated her life. So that's what's behind that one. There's a real Parking Structure Girl.
And the songwriting is certainly on par with the first record, although a little more mature.
It is. I think that Dr. Kane and I collaborated really well on a lot of these songs. Like 1039, he wrote all the music and I wrote the lyrics. And I think this album shows both of us as songwriters writing together. Not writing together in the same room, because that could be volatile, but like writing different pieces and putting them together. I think it's really fun because, yeah.
And your vocal treatment is different?
This is the first album I've ever done where I didn't try to sing, I just sang. Go figure. That's all you gotta do. Just fucking sing.
And we did a doubling a lot.
Yeah, Bart doubled all the vocals, which was super fun. And like, if you listen to Bad Girls, it's got all those like, it's like me doing my own backup singing, so it's like my own little girl group. So I love that.
Because your bass player can't sing for shit.
Yeah, Dr. Kane is a very unique and acquired taste. Although our drummer, Gabriel, can sing really fucking good. So he sang all the oohs and ahs actually in like Parking Structure Girl and in Blue and Green. And he has like a very angelic voice, even though he's like super metal.
Cool.
How did Bad Girls become a hit song?
I have no idea. I don't really know how any song becomes a hit song. A combination of simplicity, catchiness,
And that piano.
Oh, the piano, yeah. I don't know if that really added to it. That's an old rock and roll
single
trick.
finger jab.
Yeah, that's an old rock and roll trick, I think, and we just used that in that song, and it worked out really cool. I think the hit part of that song is the vocal treatment, which you guys did when I didn't go on that trip. You guys cut the vocals while I was somewhere else.
What was it like recording to tape? And what was the funnest experience?
I'm not 100% sure recording to tape is honestly that important. I think it's the performance of the band as much as anything. Your capture is not the number of people who would notice that you're recording to tape. I think is really low, but it was fun. It was interesting, and Bart's got a great setup, and it was fun to do it. But I'm not sure what it added to the sound. It's hard to say.
Anything else you want to add, Dr. Kane? What are you a doctor of?
Comic books. I don't want that part in.
Any final last words? Favorite song?
I think that writing and recording the record. I think writing and recording records is really fun. It's an art project that terminates at the end with something you can sell and share with the whole world. So I think it's really fun to record records. And I think it's important to be able to do it and focus on that aspect of it. There's so much that goes into being in a band or playing music. It's really, the music seems like such a small, almost really small part of the whole process of booking and touring and writing and recording and playing and practicing and artwork and flyers and there's just an endless amount of work to be done. And sometimes the music gets a little lost, and it's really fun to record it, and it kind of sets the music and what you were doing at the time. It kind of gives it it kind of lasts throughout your life, and you can hear where you were at that time. I think that's really cool and really fun.
Are you cool or are you lame?
I think I'm somewhere in the middle, and we left out the word mean, so I'm a little cool, lame, and mean.
Great. Thanks for chatting with us today, Dr. Kane.
Go and listen to Cool, Stroke Lame, the name of the album, and also the names of the individual sides of the album. You can get this at eccentricpop.com. That's their website on the internet, and also from international distributors that it's been sent to by Eccentric Pop. It's available in the UK, for example, from Brass Neck Records. And also you might find it at your local record store in one of the aisles where they have records to choose from. In their selection boxes, which are hopefully labelled from A to Z, or Z as you say in America. See you next time, kids. Bye.
Ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.